Hey everybody, I'm Shinnell with the King and Country Candle Company and welcome to our channel. So today I'm going to be making some mini candles and I figured I'd make mini candles while I'm talking to you. So I'm getting ready for a craft fair this weekend and I really thought a great addition to our line would be little mini candles. I think they just give you more options and choices of things that a customer can try, but is also great for gift giving. So I think they're super cute. This is one that I had already made earlier, and as you can see, they're so cute. It's 3.5 ounces inside of this jar, and I just think they're really cute. So I'm really excited about those. Um, so I've got everything I need out and prepared. I've already poured my zero point 0.6 ounces of my fragrance oil in my little red cups because it just makes it so much easier. I have my wick holders ready to go. I've got my wicks. Whoops, where's the camera? There you are. I've got my wicks right here that I need and the size for my jar. And I've already done all of my testing. So I am good to go right now. My jars are over on my warming mat, which I am obsessed with. This warming mat is phenomenal. I know some people like to put their jars in the oven on warm and let them warm while they're doing it, and because it helps you to get better adhesion around your jars. But I like the warming mat. I can put them on the mat. I can make candles wherever. And it just helps to keep them nice and warm and toasty. Same thing, I guess, like an oven. But in this room, there is no oven. So it's a great alternative for just keeping your jars nice and warm. And like I said, I'm obsessed with it. I didn't just get one, I got two because I thought, man, I never knew that existed. And it's something that I can also use for my food. Like when you're serving food and you're trying to keep it warm, you put it on the warming mat and it helps to keep your food warm. So I think it's fantastic. So my jars are over there. So you'll see me walk away ever so often to grab a jar. Um, and I have my wick stickers right here. I'll pull these back out, but I have those ready to go as well. So I like to have all of my tools at my fingertips so that I'm not searching and grabbing and pulling and knocking stuff over because that would absolutely be me. So let me see, where am I at here? Let me put on my gloves first because I don't want to get anything on me either. I did that earlier and had stuff I didn't have on gloves and got stuff all over me. So let's put on these. And like I said, my wax is already warmed up, ready to go. So here we go. I'm going to get my jar, pour my wax, and then bring it back over here. Let's see, we're going to do 6.3 ounces today. Have you guys ever went to pour your wax and forgot to tare it to 0? I used to do that a lot in the beginning. Okay, so I got my wax right here. Let me move it back so you guys can see. It's right here. And I'm going to put in my fragrance oil that I already had pre-measured right here. And we're going to put that in there. And we're going to stir that for 2 minutes. I'm going to watch the clock there. Okay. So, if you are not a patient person, candle making is probably not the best option for you because everything you do takes time. Testing takes time. And when you just want to get to that end result, it can almost be like you're trying to jump ahead and skip ahead to get there. But if you do that, the end result doesn't come out very well. It's not like being in the kitchen cooking where you can, oh, I'll add a little of this and add a little of that, and it doesn't work like that with candles. Oh, it smells so good. So, for those of you who don't know, um, my husband and I started King and Country Candle Company almost a year ago. It's coming up on its first birthday on December 2nd. Nope, December 1st. And we have evolved and grown so much in that time period. We have changed probably twice in the way our labels look, our jars, our packaging. If you're a new candle maker, there's nothing wrong with changing it up as you learn. You will learn as you grow. Um, we do pop-up shows, and my goodness, I think I've learned so much. Every time we do a show, there's something I want to change differently about the way that we're set up. And I'm okay with that. And it helps to keep it fresh and new for the customer. So why not, right? You can't have them seeing the same old thing, especially if they're a customer who follows you. You don't want them to be like, oh, it's the same stuff I saw, when I was here last month and saw them. You want to keep everything fresh and new for them. Okay, we're almost at that point. Almost. So I know I've heard people say that, they fall into the trap of seeing what everybody else is doing and feeling like they're behind in what they're doing. And, I just think it's really important to run your race. Be you, you're unique. God made you as an individual person with your own personality, and your products and business are a reflection of that. So, don't try to be anybody else, just be yourself because that's the way, God made you, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, our 2 minutes is up for stirring. Okay, I'll put this to the side. Okay, now while that is cooling down, I'm going to go grab 2 jars. Okay, let's put this here. Can you guys see? You can see it right here. Yep, let's do it here and here. Okay, and that warming mat has those jars nice and warm. It actually feels good on my hand. So now I'm going to get my stickers and my wicks. And I don't know why, whenever I go to do this, like sometimes if I'm making 6 or 7 candles, I'll put all 6 or 7 wicks right on this and pull the whole thing off. I don't know why I do that. Okay, and then we'll center that in there. I have a lot of minis to make in all different scents. So I'm just trying to make a couple of each one that I want to do for the show. That way I have different options, again, like I said, for the customers that come through. And advice for anybody out there who maybe you love candles and you want to start, but you don't know how, or even more so, you're afraid to put yourself out there. Just do it. Trust me. The motto is do it afraid. And eventually you won't be afraid anymore. We've got about 3.5 inches, or inches, 3.5 ounces. It's been a long day, y'all. I had a really hard time waking up this morning. And then when I did, I had to force myself to get out of bed so that I could have my husband ready to go out the door with his lunch and coffee. And then I had to work on some social media for the company and some other things. And then I had to go run some errands for the company, and I ran around. And it's chilly out here. I'm in Virginia, so I mean, it's starting to get a little cold out here now. And then I came back working on some more social media and emails and things like that, and then started right with making candles and melts and pouring stuff. Um, but it's been a long day, but a good productive day. So as you guys can see, there's two more. I got some more over there that are cooling, and I have about 20 more of these to go. So yeah, I got some more time to do. But again, if I could tell you guys anything for those of you who are out there just starting and you're afraid to put your product in the hands of a stranger, do it afraid. If you're afraid to be in front of people and talking about your product, do it afraid. So if nothing else, I would say do it afraid. Eventually, you will not be afraid anymore. God equips you with everything that you need to make it happen, and He will see you through it. So, do it afraid is a message for today. Well, thank you guys for hanging with me while I was making some of these candles. And until next time, God bless. And remember, do it afraid.